welcome, welcome, welcome. It is, what day is it? Oh my God, it's 19th of September and we are halfway through our June, July, our fourth month together. I can't even believe it. I hope that you had a lovely weekend. I'm very conscious of what day it is and how some people might be feeling today. So I'm going to keep this really as concise as possible. This week we are observing and exploring the season of winter. And winter, as we know, is really a time for slowing down. We've just come out of autumn. We are really noticing that coldness. We feel, most of us, I think, feel in our bodies that lower energy. Maybe not necessarily tiredness or lethargy. For some people it can be that, but the energy is different. It's slower, it's more still. And so with this, it's an opportunity for us. Winter, I feel, invites us to embrace that stillness, to acknowledge and welcome the slower pace, to surrender to the potential need to hibernate, and to really give ourselves that time to reflect, and to be more present in the moment, and to appreciate all of the things that we have achieved, done over the last 12 months. It's really, in terms of our bodies, it's very much linked to our sacral chakra. This is our sexual and creativity center. It's very much connected to the element of water, which makes sense. It's when we see ice and frost and snow. And so it's very much that cool and yin energy, a little bit like autumn. Very much that cool, calm, potentially more feminine energy. So it's that slower, more subtle and soft energy. And soft doesn't necessarily mean like a pushover, right? I think sometimes the connotations around softness can be seen as meaning weak, and it isn't. Softness can be that softness and that gentleness that we bring to the table, and that's present within all of us, not just women. So we're going to start our practice this morning, our circle, with some breath work. And really, this is about being aware of the breath and really consciously slowing it down. So we're really going to focus on our vagus nerve, that long cranial nerve. It's the longest cranial nerve, extending from the back of the neck, the base of the skull, all the way down, and it inserts into the literally like around our abdominal region. So it passes through the thoracic region of the body, the spine. It passes through all of the major organs in this area, and so it is directly linked to our breathing, to our heart rate, to our diaphragm, to our digestive system. And so when we activate our vagus nerve, what we're actually doing is we are stimulating our parasympathetic nervous system. So we have within our central nervous system, we have our sympathetic nervous system and our parasympathetic nervous system. Our sympathetic nervous system is fight, flight, or freeze. Okay, this is predominantly when most of us spend our time, which can be very helpful in times of stress, right? But we don't want to be there for too long, because too much stress on the body obviously isn't a good thing, okay? Some stress is good. It motivates us, it drives us, but too much stress without any rest and respite can lead us into burnout and exhaustion, which none of us want. So when we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest mode, this allows us that rest, that respite. And it's called rest and digest because when we're in fight, flight, or freeze, the digestive system cannot function effectively. For some people, it stops. And so what happens here is, we can end up with, for example, digestive conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome. We may have difficulties with digesting our food. And so really encouraging our bodies and consciously attempting and trying to shift ourselves back into rest and digest can help all of these conditions, okay? So find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whatever that may feel like for you. If you're sat on a chair, bring those feet firmly planted to the ground. Bring yourself back into your chair so that your spine and your back is supported. And go ahead and bring the hands down to the lap to begin with, palms up. And if it feels good, close those eyes. Now, if you're watching this on the replay, join us. Don't just watch, that would be creepy. Join us, close the eyes. And begin to notice your shoulders. Notice your neck, notice your head. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to lower the right ear down towards the right shoulder, noticing that stretch down the left side of the neck. Inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, take that stretch over to the other side. Don't worry about lifting the shoulder to meet the ear. Keep this side relaxed. Notice the stretch down the opposite side. On your next inhale, come back to center. Take an inhale, and as you do, gently look all the way up to the sky until you start to feel a stretch down the front of the neck. On your next inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, lower the chin down to the chest. And we're not altering our breathing here, we're just moving in time with our natural rhythm. Notice the stretch down the back of the neck. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Slowly roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Take some shoulder rolls. And shoulder roll forwards. And then when you're ready, find your way back to stillness. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Begin to notice where the breath is landing and how it feels here. It's Monday morning, and I know for so many of us, this is the first day of the working week. And I know that can bring with it its own stresses. We're only here for half an hour. Give yourself permission to switch off from the tasks and the to-do lists and the emails just for the next 30 minutes. The world won't end. And you will fill your cup. Notice the resistance, notice the ease, notice the comfort and discomfort with your own natural rhythm here. Notice thoughts, beliefs, and judgments as they enter your mind. Acknowledge those thoughts, beliefs, and judgments. Be aware of them, welcome them in. And as you do, notice that the minute you stop trying to resist those thoughts, beliefs, and judgments, Notice how their power immediately fades, dissipates into the ether. And in your own time, slowly begin to deepen your inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. Breathing it in through the nose as deeply as you comfortably can without forcing it. And then lengthen your exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And as you continue to breathe here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, consciously lengthening your exhale by just 1 or 2 counts longer than the inhale, consciously shifting yourself out of fight, flight, or freeze and into rest and digest. Notice how it feels. And continuing to breathe here. Notice and bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And as you inhale, notice that breath flowing all the way down from the crown of the head into your abdomen, just beneath your belly button. And as you exhale, send it all the way back up. Breathing it in through the nose, follow that prana, that energy as it flows all the way down the spinal column and it rests with every exhale and settles just at your sacral chakra, Svadhisthana chakra. Allow it to settle here. And continuing to breathe here in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhaling that breath, that prana, all the way down the spine into Svadhisthana chakra. And as you exhale, allowing it to settle. And if it helps, perhaps visualize a color, a beautiful, beautiful orange, like orange juice. And as you continue to breathe, you notice that your cup right there at your sacral chakra, filling up with that beautiful, freshly squeezed orange juice, starts to fill until it can fill no more. And so what happens is that energy, that beautiful orange energy, as it flows all the way down your spinal column to Svadhisthana chakra with every inhale, now with every exhale that your cup is filling up, it starts to flow all the way back up your vagus nerve. And continuing here, following that cosmic tide of prana, flowing up and down the rivers of your spine. Stay here for 5 more rounds. And slowly finding your way back to your natural rhythm. Bringing both hands to rest on your belly, just underneath the belly button, right at Svanasthana chakra. Taking a deep inhale through the nose here. And exhale with a big releasing sigh. Gently flickering open the eyes when you're ready. And let's come back to our journal. So take a moment to revisit your goals that you set yourself for the start of the month. And if they still align, great. If they don't, great, reset them. That is the beauty of having these goals. They haven't got to be so rigid. They can be fluid like water. They can flow. They haven't got to be rigid like ice. Okay, so take a moment just to revisit them and reset them if you need to. And we'll come back to close our circle in about 10 minutes. So take this time, work through your journal. I'll mute all of it. And we'll come back in 10 minutes to close our circle. Okay. So let's come back together for our closing circle here. Take a moment, just bring those hands together at your heart center, palms together, and start to rub them together. Feel that warm heat and energy start to build. Placing the hands over the eyes here. Taking a moment to breathe. And as you do, I'm going to leave you with some words to take into the rest of your day and your week for when you need a reminder. I am strong with the strength of the earth. I am colored by the light of the sky. My heart is as soft and as pure as snow. My soul is open like a window, and I see that everything around me is part of me. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away, place them one on top of the other at your heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose here. And exhale everything out with a sigh. And as we do, we say thank you to the Krishnamacharya lineage of yoga and to all of the teachers and practitioners who came before us. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. I hope that you found this morning helpful, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow for our Pilates, Slow Vibes Pilates, I think it is. Let me just double check my timetable. Because I forget. Chill out bar Pilates. So almost right. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 for 30 minutes of chill out bar and Pilates. But until then, I hope that you have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Keep an eye out for my newsletter, which will be landing in your inbox around about 6 o'clock this evening. Take care. Stay well. Bye.